Not uncommon to hear the United Nations accused of waste and mismanagement and even corruption, but it is somewhat unusual when the UN investigates itself and finds some of the same things. Correspondent David Lee Miller joins me from our news desk in New York. Hello, David.
Britt, after years of controversy, a UN agency spending billions of dollars to fight poverty worldwide still can't get its act together. And what's even more astonishing, the UN's own internal audit unit is making the accusation against the UNDP, the United Nations Development Program. Among the findings in the confidential draft audit obtained by Fox News, the UNDP has no sure way to tell if it's doing business with organizations that the UN has condemned for terrorist ties. Some UNDP workers say the cross-checking of terrorist sanctions is cumbersome and inefficient. Half of all staffers hired to buy supplies did not have basic training, and their jobs were drastically they were drastically underqualified for their jobs. Furthermore, nearly $600 million worth of purchases on the books never took place, and in many instances, goods were purchased without competitive bidding. In Colombia, dice were even rolled to select which companies should be awarded multi-million-dollar contracts. UNDP officials admit they are disappointed with the audit's findings, but say they are making changes.
Look, we're not very happy with the rating that the audit got, which was partially satisfactory. But I think what you have to remember is that, by nature, audits are critical, and you have to look at the big picture, which is not only the critical findings, but the management response. And it's clear from the management response that UNDP management takes all these audit recommendations extremely seriously.
Despite appearing apologetic, the UNDP spokesman wasn't telling the whole story. Although in our interview he said the audit rated the agency partially unsatisfactory, the review in fact gave an unsatisfactory rating, urging immediate corrective action when it came to how rules and regulations are applied when purchasing goods. At stake, millions of dollars that could affect lives in more than 160 countries, where the UNDP says it is helping the poor. Britt?
Well, if this organization seems so dysfunctional now, why would anybody believe that it can turn things around?
Well, Britt, when it comes to cleaning up its own mess, critics of the UNDP have said it does not have a good track record. The UNDP says, though, changes are now underway. But one thing that is very worrisome is the possibility that serious fraud or other crimes took place here while no one was looking. And some UN observers fear that all the consequences of this lax environment are really yet to be fully revealed. Britt?
David, thanks very much.